So I want to ask you, in your life, were you, like, let's say in the beginning when you focus on, the ice skating, how you were able to just focus on that and not to focus on other stuff? Like me personally, sometimes I want to focus on one thing, but I found myself focused on like 4 things at once. So it looks like you were able to just focus on that, and you always like have a specific goals that you're working on, but you doesn't really change it when you're working on that specific goal. How are you able to do that?
I think it's like you have a checklist. So it's like your first goal. Like if that's the first thing on your list, it's your first priority, you do that. Once you're there, you can check out what's your next goal. And maybe after you do the first goal, you can pivot and say, okay, actually my next goal is something else. And that's kind of what I did. I was like, my number one goal is to become a champion. That's always been my dream. I did it. And then after that, my goal was to become more of a sociable person and have friends. And, that's also very important in someone's life, like being able to have a support system, a group of friends that they can talk to, laugh with, expand being someone that's comfortable, like talking on camera with something like this. And so my goal pivoted from after being like an athlete was more about personal growth. And you can take one thing at a time, and after you achieve that, you decide, okay, what's next? Maybe you have 5 things you want to do, 5 goals, but do one at a time, because that's ultimately how you can decide what's your next move. If you do day by day, one thing at a time,